Selecting the right enterprise resource planning ERP system is one of the most important technology decisions an organization can make. Whether your company is scaling, modernizing, or standardizing global processes, the choice between SAP S4HANA versus Oracle Cloud ERP versus Microsoft Dynamics 365 will shape your business operations for decades to come. In this video, I will compare the three leading ERP platforms across functionality, scalability, cloud capability, total cost of ownership, and ease of implementation to help you make the right strategic decision. My name is Obi Iradion, and I have helped organizations like Apple, Microsoft, Cisco, Yale University, and HSBC to implement ERP or other technology solutions. Let me provide you with an overview of each ERP, after which I will compare them side by side. And there is a reason for this approach. Let us start with SAP S4HANA. SAP S4HANA is designed for large, global enterprises that require deep functionality and real-time analytics. SAP S4HANA is exceptionally strong in manufacturing, logistics, and finance organizations, offering unmatched scalability and localization. However, implementation of SAP S4HANA can be long and costly, and success depends heavily on organizational readiness and disciplined change management. Let us talk about Oracle Cloud ERP. Oracle Cloud was engineered for the cloud right from the very beginning. It is modern, scalable, and constantly updated. The real strength of Oracle Cloud lies in financial management, procurement, and analytics. If your business values agility, AI-driven insights, and continuous innovation, then Oracle Cloud ERP is a strong contender. Just remember, though, while it is flexible, large enterprises still need robust change management strategies to ensure adoption. Microsoft Dynamics 365 stands out for its integration with the Microsoft ecosystem, so Azure, Teams, Office 365, and Power BI. Dynamics 365 is flexible, user-friendly, and delivers faster time to value than traditional ERPs. However, highly complex global operations might need customization or third-party extensions. For organizations already invested in Microsoft tools, Dynamics 365 offers seamless synergy and lower user resistance. Let us now compare them side by side so we can identify the strengths and weaknesses of each of these ERP systems. And at the end of this video, I will also recommend to you which one you should go with based on your organization's specific use cases. And I will go over these use cases. So side by side, let us take a more detailed look at how these three ERP platforms truly stack up. Now, as we have just gone over, all three of them are powerful, but their strengths align with very different organizational use cases and realities. Let us take SAP S4HANA. SAP S4HANA is the heavyweight champion of complexity and control. Keep those two things I just said in mind: complexity and control. SAP S4HANA is the go-to platform for global enterprises that have intricate supply chains, manufacturing footprints, and highly regulated environments. So if your organization thrives on precision, standardization, and global consistency, then then SAP provides that industrial grade architecture. But it comes with long implementation timelines, high cost, and a steep change management learning curve. Now, I've been implementing change management, as I said earlier, for a wide range of organizations. I've implemented change management for SAP S4. I've implemented change management for Oracle Cloud, and also implemented change management for Dynamics 365. One thing about SAP S4HANA is the key component is standardization. As much as possible, they encourage using the platform out of the box. And so there's a lot of control based on that need to keep the platform standardized. Here's the issue. There is often more resistance to adopting SAP S4HANA than the other two ERP. Why? Because impacted groups, sales, finance, engineering, and others that are impacted normally are used to customization. But leadership wants the organization to go from a highly customized environment to a more standardized environment. People are not really used to that, which is why an extensive level of change management is often needed when it comes to SAP S4HANA implementation, just because you are going from that environment of which people are used to high levels of customizations, which leads to a lot of issues and also gaps, which is the key reason why a lot of leaders say we need to move from this environment to a more streamlined, standardized environment. So just keep that in mind. When implementing SAP S4HANA, your change management needs to be very robust. Let us now discuss Oracle Cloud ERP. You can consider Oracle Cloud ERP as the innovator. It is 100% cloud in the cloud. It is considered a cloud native platform that evolves continuously through quarterly updates and also AI-driven improvements. One thing to note about Oracle Cloud ERP is this. It leads in financial automation, predictive analytics, and process optimization, making it ideal for organizations that want speed, agility, and innovation without the heavy technical baggage of legacy systems. However, the cultural and procedural change from legacy on-prem systems to Oracle's dynamic cloud model requires deliberate change management support as well as leadership. The third one, Microsoft Dynamics 365, is the modern day disruptor. It brings together ERP and also CRM with the power of the Microsoft ecosystem. So Office 365, Teams, Azure, and the Power Platform. This creates unmatched usability and collaboration. Dynamics is designed for organizations that value rapid deployment, flexible modularity, and a familiar user interface and experience. The intuitive interface of D365 often translates to quicker adoption and faster ROI, especially in organizations already invested in Microsoft technologies. So now you might be asking, out of these three ERP systems, which one should you go with? Here are the key takeaways. You want to choose SAP S4HANA when your operations demand global scale, deep process control, and rock solid standardization. Let me repeat that. You want to go with SAP S4HANA when your operations demand global scale, deep process control, and rock solid standardization. Do keep in mind, though, that you will run into a lot of resistance because your users are used to highly customized environments. And so make sure if you go with SAP S4HANA that you have a robust change management approach and change management support. You want to choose Oracle Cloud ERP when innovation, automation, and cloud scalability are your North Star. And this is something that a lot of organizations are going for. What about Microsoft Dynamics 365? You want to choose Microsoft Dynamics 365 when speed, usability, and integration outweigh the need for extreme complexity. And remember, the best ERP isn't about technology alone. It is about the alignment between your organization's maturity, culture, and readiness to change. The real differentiator is in the platform you pick. It's how you lead your people through the transformation that follows, which is why before we conclude this video in a few minutes, I will go over best change management practices. And it will only take me a few minutes to go over that with you. But it is very powerful that you understand the best change management practice to apply when you select any one of these three ERP platforms. Your ERP system is more than software. It is really the central nervous system of your business. It connects your finance, operations, human resources, supply chain, and analytics, as well as other part of your organization. And so choosing the right ERP can transform how your organization operates. Why is this important? Because as you already know, which is why you are watching this video, selecting the wrong ERP can create inefficiencies and low adoption. As a senior change management consultant and lead, I see ERP failures often rooted not in the software, but in the people side of change. ERP transformation demands communication, sponsorship, process redesign, user engagement, and user training, and many more. So whichever ERP you select, as I mentioned earlier, you want to ensure that you invest equally in your people and processes, not just the technology, but also change management to help people accept, embrace, and adopt the ERP solution that you select. Take a look at my screen. Here is a four-phased best practice change management approach that I use to successfully deliver organizational change management to increase change adoption and reduce resistance for SAP S4HANA, Oracle Cloud, and Dynamics 365 for my clients. I start by conducting 8 change readiness assessments for the ERP solution to identify how ready is the organization to adopting the platform. Those change readiness assessments include conducting a current state and also cultural analysis, change impacts, risk and resistance, assessing who are the stakeholders and mapping those stakeholders and champions, assessing the enablement needs for how individuals and groups will be enabled to adopt the ERP, and also conducting a readiness assessment survey. And then I move into the design phase. This is where I build the change strategy, the detailed plans, materials, and assets for delivering change management for the ERP implementation. The third phase is really where we implement the change management deliverables, and we also track adoption to support the Oracle Cloud or SAP S4HANA or Dynamics 365 rollout. This is where we implement communications, training, engagement, leadership coaching, and also track adoption. And then finally, we sustain and reinforce the change, embedding new behaviors into day to day operations to ensure that adoption continues to be a success. One thing to keep in mind is this: when the time comes for you to implement your ERP platform, you want to understand that this four-phase approach is time-bound and scalable. What do I mean by that? I mean, you can apply this four-phase model to a small pilot, or you can expand it enterprise-wide with the same four-phase structured cadence. Doing change management is not easy, especially for ERP implementation. If you need a team of change management consultants to help do the change management heavy lifting for you to ensure you are successful, do reach out to me. See the link below. If you have any questions in regards to assessing which ERP platform your organization should select, you can reach out to me with questions or for help. Okay? Good luck. And don't forget to like this video, as that lets me know that you have received value from it. You can also subscribe to the channel so you don't miss great content like this one.